Sometimes you don't want to be adventurous. Well, today I'm definitely not adventurous, and I'm sticking to the foods that I love. Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute Review Show. If you have a minute, I have an opinion. Today I'm in Bayside, Queens, New York, trying a Vietnamese restaurant called Pho Grand. It's been there for years, and I'm going to try only my favorite Vietnamese dishes. I'll describe each dish in detail, and by the end of this video, you'll know what all my favorites are, and also my star of the show. You don't want to miss this. Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute Review Show, and today I'm in Bayside, Queens at a place called Pho Grand. Basically, in this neighborhood, you're not going to get a lot of Vietnamese options. Pho Grand is one of those restaurants that have been here for quite a long time. Today, I went to try some of their Vietnamese food. I'm going to order only a couple of dishes to see what their pho is like, and also another noodle dish. So before I begin, what we're going to do is that we're going to take a look at the menu, and also remember to stick to the end of the video when I'll tell you which dish is the star of the show. Now's the time to look at Pho Grand's menu, and their menu is actually pretty big. Let's take a look at the first page. We have the appetizers. The appetizers contain things like the spring rolls and some crispy calamari and grilled squid. Then we have some Vietnamese soup. We have the banh mi section, which is right here. Next, we have the pho section, which appears to have about 20 different selections with different proteins. So we can take a look at what they have here. Over here, you can also order some of the sides separately. So if you want an extra pork chop, you can get it here, or chicken. Next, we have the angel hair noodle dishes. Basically, these are proteins on top of the noodles, the thin noodles. Then you have the bun, which is the vermicelli. So once again, it's proteins over a thicker noodle. Then you have some seafood, and these are all stir-fried dishes. Then we have some beef and chicken. Next, we have some vegetarian stir-fries. We have some fried rice, and then we have some noodles, chow mein and lo mein. Next, we have some rice dishes. As you can see here, these are proteins over rice. And finally, we have some beverages. Now, these are all interesting Asian Vietnamese type beverages, like salty plum soda, dried longan. Here's the beers and wines and your dessert. If you're ordering pho, you're always going to be given this side dish. Now, this side dish contains some lime, some chili peppers, and I believe this might be mint leaves, and some sprouts. This would be used to garnish your pho. Okay, this is the pho. When we have the pho, we're going to throw in some of the side vegetables that they give us, and we're going to mix it in. When we look at the pho, we're going to have some beef in here, and we also have some items like a tendon. Now, this is definitely a beef-heavy stock, and I believe this is the beef and tendon pho. This is the item number 1 on the menu, and you can see the nice bright white noodles in this bowl of noodles. We're going to stir the pho, and normally when you have pho, you're going to have the beef, and you're going to stir this around to make sure the beef is nice and cooked. So you just shake it around like a shabu shabu. The next dish I'm going to try is the restaurant's namesake, Pho Grand's namesake. This is the beef pho. Now, we've already established the fact that you're going to have some beef and you're going to have some tendon in this bowl of pho. So let's try some of that beef. Super tender. The broth was hot enough to cook the beef. This is so soft. It's not tough at all. Let's try some of that broth. Yes, this is very good on the salt scale. I would give that a 8 out of 10. You know, I like salty broth. This has enough salt in it to satisfy. Let's try the other component. Now, this one, I believe, is the tendon. Let's try it. Yeah, wow. They really cooked down that tendon. The tendon basically is a very clean flavor. It's only a beefy flavor. there wasn't any marination in it. So all the flavor that it has was taken from that broth, that nice beefy broth. Let's try the noodles. The noodles are nice and soft. There's no crunch to them. It's nice and soft. Yeah, these are standard pho noodles. Nothing super to write home about, but they're good. And finally, I noticed something that I missed. I missed this. These look like noodles, but this is actually beef leaf tripe, or what Chinese people would call no ba yi, which is basically a different chamber of the cow's stomach. You know how a cow has more than one stomach? This is one of their stomachs. So this is called beef leaf tripe. Let's try this. Okay, they did a great job in cooking it down because beef leaf tripe could be very difficult to chew. This is nice, soft, and boiled down, just like the tendon. Excellent. So yes, this isn't bad at all. What I'm going to do next is try the pho with some of their sauces. There's a whole bunch of sauces that are on the table that you can pour on top of the pho. The first sauce I'm going to try is this chili sauce. Now, they provide other sauces for their customers. The other one is a hoisin sauce, and they also have the regular sriracha. We're going to stay away from the sriracha because that's not so traditional. We're going to try this chili sauce and see what it's like. From the looks of it, it looks really hot. So let's give this a try. I've already poured some into my bowl. Here it goes. This is what it looks like. It's red. It's an off-red color. Let's try it. Okay. The flavor is very vinegary. So it's a vinegary chili sauce. But I'm feeling the heat come on. Now that heat is pretty substantial. I would give it an 8 out of 10. They're not skimping on that heat. Those chilies are hot. I can imagine that this is really good for people who like heat, and also for people who like the vinegar to cut the fat of the beef broth. We ordered the small order of the crispy spring rolls. Now the crispy spring rolls are wrapped in this very beautiful thin rice skin, and that's why it's all puffy over here. And this is the one with the pork, not the vegetarian. There's a vegetarian option also. So you have the lettuce over here. So we're gonna try this later on, dipped in this sauce on the side. The first dish I'm going to try is the crispy spring roll. I ordered the one with the meat, and this is the spring roll. This is what it looks like. It's about 2 inches long. Generally these are small, and I like the fact that this is made with the rice wrapper skin. Some places they just use the regular spring roll skin, which I don't think is very Vietnamese. This is more of the real McCoy, the real thing. So I'll put it into this lettuce wrap. I'll wrap it around like this, and then I'm going to dip it into that nut mom, which is the Vietnamese fish sauce, which is here. So let's dip that in, and let's give it a try. So here goes. Wow, it has a very nice crunch. So if you look at the middle of this, you have a very porky flavor. I like the nice hot porky flavor to this. I like the crunch, and there's a lot of aromatic flavorings in here. It might be lemongrass, it might be some other type of herb, but this is very nice. It tastes very Vietnamese. Let's give it another try. Yeah. I have to say, the fact that this is made with pork, not the vegetarian version, this is very satisfying. It's very filling. It feels substantial. Even though this is only 2 inches long, it's very satisfying. This is an excellent crispy spring roll, and an order of 4 is only $7.25. So a pretty good deal these days. I may have mentioned earlier in this video that in Queens, there doesn't seem to be too many Vietnamese options. You can name them, all in one hand when you go east of Bayside, Queens. If you have any favorite Vietnamese restaurants in Queens or even in Manhattan, just write them down in the comments below, and I'll take a look at them. I really want to know what other options there are in this area. Next we have the grilled beef with the tiny noodles. Now the tiny noodles are basically on the bottom of this dish. This particular dish, the way you eat this is that you put the beef and the tiny noodles into the lettuce, and you also add some of the cucumbers into this wrap. So you basically eat it like a Korean sam. Everything is wrapped in lettuce. The beef itself is very aromatic. You can smell the lemongrass wafting off of the surface of the beef. And also you're provided with the regular nut mam, which is the Vietnamese fish sauce. The next dish I'm going to have is the grilled pork dish. Basically, it's a wrap. The grilled pork is put into this lettuce leaf, and this is what the grilled pork looks like. And as you can see, it's sliced thinly, and it's been grilled. There's a strong aroma of Vietnamese herbs that are in this pork. It's probably lemongrass and some other herbals that are put into this marination. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this pork into the leaf, and also it comes with this vermicelli. Now this vermicelli I really love because it's been cooked on both sides and it's ever so slightly crispy. So that's a really pleasant texture. Once I've wrapped this into this leaf, I'm going to dip it into some of that sauce and let's give it a try. There's nothing else quite like marinated Vietnamese pork. I love it over rice. I love it over anything. So delicious. The marination is amazing. That little bit of vermicelli there gives it just the right amount of carbohydrate to complete the dish. It's so satisfying. Basically, my taste buds are dancing with joy. This is so tasty. This pork, I love it anywhere. You can put it in a sandwich, you can put it over rice, you can put it in this wrap, you can put it anywhere and it'll taste great. This dish is definitely a winner. I almost forgot to mention that for their grilled pork dish, they provided some pickles. Now this looks like a daikon radish and this is a carrot. Let's try this. Okay, this is very good. It's sour, but I was expecting a little sweeter, but it's not as sweet as I thought it would be. But it's all right because it'll go well with that grilled pork. And now's the time for your favorite part of the show. Ta-da! The star of the show. And today, I really love one dish that came to our table. And that dish was the grilled pork on a bed of tiny noodles. And the reason why I love that so much mainly is because of that pork. That pork was absolutely marinated to the hilt, to the top. Like all those flavors, the lemongrass flavors, all those herbs penetrated right into that meat. And when it came to the table, it wafted into my nose. It smelled so good. And it came along with these fresh pickled vegetables and also this really fresh lettuce. What I can say is when you put all that into a wrap, it was absolutely delicious. And I have to say that if you come here, definitely get that pork with those fried noodles because that is quite amazing and you can't miss with that. Thanks for watching the Minute Review Show. If you like what I'm doing here, please support the channel by buying me a coffee. The link is right here. And also, if you would like to explore more restaurants on my channel, go to my homepage and check out all the other restaurants I've been to. I've put them into several amazing categories that you can go through. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again very soon in my next video. The final bill before tip is $40.56.